Welcome back, my friends, to day 2, or perhaps session 2, as you can go through as many of these in a day as you like. I made them quick so it wasn't too much of a time drawing of your day, but also gave you the option of practicing multiple in a day if it suits you. Remembering, we want to go through all of these in 21 days or as close to 3 weeks as possible, as that will be what creates a lasting shift in our lives. So you've come today. Do you have your clothes, comfortable clothes? Do you have your yoga mat, something not too thin, not too thick? And do you have your journal for note-taking, as we want to make sure that we're focused in this moment, so be able to, whatever your mind draws to that you want to bring your attention to later, write it down in your notebook and leave it there. We'll begin as we began yesterday in a quick seated meditation. Closing your eyes, bring your awareness to your natural breath and natural posture, not needing to change or manipulate them in any way. Take a moment to note how you're feeling today, where you're feeling it. Is it something physical? Is it something mental? Is it something in your heart? Take a natural breath or two and see what you can do to wash away any excess tension, stress, anxiety, depression, noting that in this now moment, everything is all right, else you'd be taking care of it. So allow yourself to be and give yourself a few moments just to be present with yourself and only yourself. Let's begin our practice, opening the eyes, remembering to keep the eyes open for the whole duration of the practice, not necessarily staring off or at objects or other things in our environment, rather keeping a soft gaze to be softly externally present where we're primarily internally present. Bring the palms face down on the yoga mat and exhale, bring the chest forwards and down, relax your neck and head and bow. In this bow, we honor ourselves, each other, the practice of yoga, and the space in which to practice yoga in. Turn palms face up and inhale, lift the arms, drawing your belly in and up the spine, drawing your chest up towards the sky, and your crown straight up, fill up your lungs, and touch your hands together. Exhale and begin bringing them down to heart center, shifting your head back, chin down, relax your neck. Shoulders back, shoulder blades together, relax your arms, and touch your hands to your heart center, relaxing your hips and legs. If there's one thing we're stretching today, it's the lungs. So every single breath, I want you to take a full inhale as much as you can, almost to the point of it being uncomfortable, and pause with that breath for a moment to absorb. And then exhale out your mouth, unless instructed otherwise, and release all the air out of your lungs, making space for a fresh new breath. We want to think every moment is the eternal moment that happens only once now, forever. And we want to harness as much beauty, health, prosperity, excitement, and calm out of as many moments of those as possible, and most easily done with a focused, conscious breath. So let's take 3 of those now. Good. Now let's get into the spine to begin with. So inhale, draw your hands back up. Exhale, bring the hands out and down. Holding on to the knees gently. Let's begin by an inhale. Pull the center of your chest forward. Pull your shoulders back and look up towards the ceiling or sky. Exhale. Slowly bring your chin back into your chest, shoulders to your ears, and stretch your back behind you. Repeat. Inhaling through the nose, pulling gently on the knees. Come forward with your chest, back with your shoulders, head looks up. Exhale, out the nose or out the mouth. Let your back come all the way behind you, shoulders to your ears, and your chin to your chest. A few more times, just like that. Inhale. This is called a seated cow. Exhale, seated cat. Focusing on your breath, the gentle motion, as well as every one of your vertebrae. Try to create a little bit of space around each and every one. And if there's stuckness, don't go further than what I like to define as your soft limit, which is a space that's neither comfortable nor uncomfortable. You should not be experiencing any pain throughout this practice, but definitely some pressure. Good. And let's lift back up. Bring our left hand to the side of the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm up, and exhale, arch over. Inhale, open the chest, look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, reach a little further over and a little further down. If it's comfortable to do so, you can come onto your forearm. Keep both sit bones on the mat. Two more breaths. Inhale, slowly rise back up with both hands. Exhale, bring your right hand down and arch your left arm overhead. Inhale, check in with that spine. Make sure your chest is opening, lengthening. Exhale, further over, further down. Two more breaths. Flex that core. Inhale, rise up with both arms. Let's give ourselves a fresh new slate, a fresh new moment by exhaling and moving the hands down the midline, smoothing out our minds, clearing, smoothing out our hearts, our emotional bodies, clearing, and finally the physical body, clearing. Bringing your right hand to your left knee, holding on to the left knee, or perhaps bringing the back of the hand to the outside of the knee. Our left hands come back behind us onto the fingertips. Pressing through the fingertips, inhale and lift your spine up long. Navel in and up, chest up, and crown up. Exhale and slowly apply pressure to your knee and twist. First from your belly, then your shoulders, chest, head, neck, eyes. Give those eyes a stretch and look as far over your shoulder as you can. Every inhale through your nose, lifting the spine. Every exhale, twisting a little further. You should see the line of your nose. Lift a little bit on the inhale and move over a little bit on the exhale. Finding your soft to medium limit and then breathing, full breaths. Here we're not just stretching the spine, but wringing out the organs, connective tissue as well. 2 more breaths. And so inhale, come back to center. Both arms lift, long spine. Exhale, switch. Left hand to right knee, grabbing or bringing the back of the hand to the outside. Right fingertips behind us as we lift up. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthening, navel and up, chest up and crown up. Exhale, look over that shoulder as far as you can, twisting from belly, chest, neck, and head. Slow, full breaths. Remembering that we're clearing the body, so thoughts may arise, emotions may arise, physical sensations may come up. Allow yourself to have whatever experience you're having. And if it's too much, always feel free to pause this video, write in your journal, get it out, and then come back to this present moment. 2 more breaths. Inhale, slowly come back forwards, lift the arms. Exhale, 1 counter twist, both hands to the opposite side, look over the opposite shoulder, breathe out. And back to front. Good. Now, let's come into our tabletop position. So slowly bringing the knees back, hands forward, placing both hands on the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Shift your weight over so that your shoulders are directly above your wrists and you feel an even amount of pressure spread out between both hands. Not any of this stuff pressing into the wrists too much. Spread those fingers out. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. Now, a few regular cat and cow breaths. Inhale, dropping the belly, picking the head and tailbone up. Exhale, bring your head and tailbone under the body. Stretch the center of the back towards the ceiling. Inhale, into cow. Pull the chest through the shoulders. Lift the head and tailbone up. Drop the belly, fill up the lungs. Exhale, draw the chest back through. Bring your shoulders to your ears as you pull your head under your body with the tailbone and stretch the center of the back high for cat. Repeat. Nice and slow inhale. Focusing on each vertebrae. Exhale. Nice and slow. Two more breaths. If it becomes uncomfortable beneath your knees at any point, you can roll up your yoga mat a couple of times or find some extra padding somewhere around your place. Preferably, you should be doing this in a place where you have something soft underneath, be it carpet or maybe grass. Back to tabletop position. Let's reach our right fingertips forwards and our left toes back. Flex your core, that's pull your navel in and up your spine. Look out in front of your body at a non-moving point. This will help to keep your balance. And inhale, lift your fingers and your toes up. Point the toes, reach the fingers forward, but pull the shoulder back, pull the hip in its place, and breathe here, an extended table. Lift up out of your standing arm. Press. Don't sag down. 2 more breaths. And slowly return back to the mat. Take a moment if you need to, and stretch that standing wrist. Now let's switch. Left fingertips forward, right toes back. Flexing the core, keeping the eyes gazing forwards, a non-moving point. Inhale and lift up the fingers and toes. Plug the shoulder and hip back into their joint and breathe. Doing our best to keep our arm and leg level or parallel with the ground, not coming down, nor reaching too high up. Straight out in front and straight back behind. 2 more breaths. Exhale, return back to mat. Stretch out the standing wrist. Let's begin to get into our hips now, rotating the hips in small to big circles. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. As your hips become more open, increase the size of your circling. And if you like, get into the sides as well by, as your hip moves to the right, you look over your left shoulder. As your hips circle around to the left, you look over your right shoulder. A lot of focus here. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Two more breaths. And slowly spiral smaller and smaller circles with your hips until you're back to tabletop. Now, step your left foot forward, replacing it with your left hand. Bring your left hand up onto the thigh, your right hand up onto the thigh, and sit up straight. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, low lunge forward, shifting your hips forwards and down, maybe towards your front ankle. Do your best to make sure that the knee is not jetting out over the ankle. If this is happening, just toe heel your foot a little bit more forwards. Beginners stay here. If you like a little bit more, you can keep your eyes focused on non-moving point. Inhale, rise up with the arms. Relax the shoulders in their socket and continue to lunge forward and down. For people who are really advanced, for the next level, press into your back foot and lift the back knee up an inch above the mat. This is optional. This is the level 3 here. Breathe. Two more breaths, in and out the nose. Lower the back knee if it's lifted. Bring the hands down, framing the front foot, and shift the weight back. Bringing our front leg straight, coming onto the heel, toes lift. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the spine. Bring the chest down towards the thigh, towards the leg. Keep that front leg straight. Slowly sitting back more on your hips. Breathe. For people looking to level up their practice even more, Come up more lightly onto your fingertips, or perhaps bring your hands onto your front straight leg and keep the eyes focused and practice your balance. Two more breaths. Slowly inhale, come back up. Shift the weight forward, release the front leg, bring it back into tabletop, and give a quick shake out to both legs. Now, right foot steps forward. Hands come onto the front of the thigh, and inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lunging forwards and down. Option to raise the arms, keeping the eyes focused. Option to press into the back foot and lift up the front or the back knee, 1 inch off the mat. Doesn't matter where you are. Matters that you accept where you are here now and keep finding your soft limit. Soft to medium limit. Shouldn't be painful. 2 more breaths. Slowly lower. Shift the weight back, extend the front leg straight. Inhale, long spine, lift the chest away from the seat, and exhale, lower it towards your leg. Two more breaths. Option to practice balance. Slowly release. Bring the legs back, shake them out. And let's move into our final relaxation pose. Bring both knees to one side of the mat. Bring your hip down to the opposite. Shift your body around. And lower everything down to the mat. Adjust the hair on the clothes to get comfortable. Open the palms to be face up. Begin with the eyes open, inhaling, beginning full body inside and out awareness. Exhale, eyes closed, body surrenders, and we begin to track our awareness into the relaxed state between waking and sleeping. Remain here for 1 to a few minutes, honoring your body, honoring your mind, being present, but letting go. We'll see you on the next session.